Welcome to another podcast. This is Mr. 45 Peanut with lovely Shayla again. Jamel Mel. He rocked the mic.
What's up with it?
And today the podcast topic is going to be modern age women. Modern age or modern day?
Modern era.
Modern era of women. So, should we start off from the back? From back in the day or the current?
It's like the way forward. Yeah.
Because back in the day, it was like more structured in a family household. You know what I'm saying? It was more of you need to go to college, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't so much you need to be out there in the streets and everything like that. Or even looking for an older man to be with or anything like that. It was more like your foundation is here and we're trying to make sure that you make it to the next level without any hiccups. Because you're the next generation to lead the family.
True. I also feel like, back in the day for sure, like, two-parent household was definitely, the thing. But then too, like, I feel like, especially for more like women, although education was important, like, too, like, I feel like we were more pushed to, like, get married. Like if we found a high school sweetheart, like we were kind of, especially if this guy was stable and whatever, like you'll be kind of pushed by your family to.
Especially if he's like a good athlete and he's not to go to college or something like that.
Yeah, or even if he just had a good job, like your parents see, your family see that he's a provider, they will kind of push you in that direction. Whereas now, you have more choices, more flexibility.
The choices, yeah, for what? Social media?
No, just like it's more acceptable for or normal for a young woman to go ahead and go to college and then from there get married and that versus like straight out of college or damn near before you're even the age of 18, you're pushed to like try to find a mate to go ahead and get married and settle down. Like, so education is more a priority now. I feel like for women at least than back then.
I think sometimes it could be just like an scapegoat to just try to get into another realm of men. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to be around the athlete and be part of the high school crowd all over again.
With the college?
Yeah.
Some of it, but some of it too is more about like stability, like, cause now, the dating world is so different. Like, there's no guarantee that you're gonna find a mate that is gonna be able to help support you or go half with you. So you have to be able to have your own foundation. So that's more of it, but the partying and all that just comes with it. That's for everybody. And some females are the athlete when they go to college. So,
So it works both ways.
Yeah, for sure.
See, I'm gonna give y'all my take on the modern age woman. My take is nowadays, modern age people in general, man, it's like people don't have that class that shame those morals and values. People do anything nowadays. When you do certain things, you had shame on you back in that day. But now, man, people don't care, man.
They applaud you for it.
Yeah, they applaud you for it, especially with the other stuff that's going on now, the woke stuff that's going on now. It's like people believe that good is bad and bad is good. And it is. I just can't. I don't really like that what it was going now. I think that we're going backwards. We need to go back to having shame, having class. You know what I'm saying? Doing certain. We need to really just have too much morals about ourselves to do certain things. That's what we need. You know what I'm saying? Like people, more structure. Yeah, that's what the world is. This world needs to be. Just like how some countries they still have that. You know what I'm saying? But here in America, man, it's just we're becoming too lost, man. Too lost to be, to live, have normal lives. People are too scared to go out and trust people socially. People are giving up, man. That's how it is. There's so many people messed up and they think it's But
So you want to say something about the mic?
I just want to say, hey, everybody, how you doing? Everything they say, I piggyback off of everything they're saying. I didn't know this was going to be the topic, but I do understand that everything is changing and we're constantly, growing, as a person, as people, and people do what people do. They get caught up in, some type of riff-raff or whatever, and they choose to do certain things off of reaction that they're used to seeing, or they're used to saying, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try that, I've seen that on TV or whatever. And you think it doesn't happen, but giving you an example, we say things that we hear around, on social media or whatever, good jokes and stuff like that. So we mimic a lot of things and we think that might work. And sometimes it does work. It's effective. And then sometimes it works on certain people. Sometimes people want to act a certain way around a certain person because they think they can go so far or they can get away with certain things, whether it's any type of relationship, whether it's a relationship with a spouse or a relationship with your kids or a relationship with a friend, coworker. So we got to treat everybody with kindness and treat everybody with respect. If we go back with that, then we might all start doing that. It's getting bad now. I'll just say that it's getting where people are getting really offended. But then again, people are really offensive. You know what I mean? They're really rude and shit like that. It's like, pardon my language, but it kind of gets me upset on that. But women are the mothers of the earth. So you have to give them a certain amount of respect on one token, you know. But that's all I got to say. But I'll piggyback on everything else y'all was saying.
All right. Like, I agree with you about, giving women a certain amount of respect, but only whenever they treat you respect when they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? You can't, I'm not saying disrespect them, but I'm saying, like, I just rather just not deal with them, not give them a response if they come out the wrong way, cause at work and at different parts, especially when I'm from in Tulsa, it's just, a lot of women just, they're not ladies. You know what I'm saying? Especially nowadays, modern age. So it's like they think that they should be able to say whatever they want, disrespect you, and you still be a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? I would rather just go the other way. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna come around and make me do it now. But no, but I really, no, I'm joking. That was just a joke. But no, that was just that was just a joke. But nah, they gonna but nah, I'd rather just just ignore them. I wouldn't disrespect them or nothing like that. I would just really just ignore them. Just go the other way. Because, that's just how it is nowadays.
So it brings us to the next topic. Back in the day, it was the normal for like women to have 15 kids, you know what I'm saying? And that was just to make sure that we made it here. You know what I'm saying? Without them having that many kids, we probably wouldn't have been here. Especially in today's age where we're killing a lot of ourselves, you know what I'm saying, on a daily basis. And nowadays we're not even having that many kids, so us killing ourselves, the population is watering down pretty good, right? So with that being said, with men going to prison and all that stuff for long periods of time, women are going to college now bettering themselves. Has the black woman in the modern day age lost respect for the black man? She has to answer first.
I would say in certain aspects, I wouldn't say it's just across the board, it depends on your experiences. But I would just say like I've had my own negative experiences, but it hasn't necessarily changed my want for my husband to be a black man, I have been disappointed, and all of that, but it hasn't changed my mind about my race,
Right.
pretty much, yeah.
So it hasn't made you want to date outside your race?
I would say it made me open to it, but I still, like I said, I would prefer for my husband to be a black man, like, if I had the choice, but I would be open, like, if a man approached me of a different race,
You had all the right qualities.
Right. Whereas before, probably not, but
Right.
I still have my preferences.
What would you say? Another
Well, about the question you asked about black women becoming age and things like that is, well, yeah, I guess I agree in a way that yeah, more, but the things I don't agree with about that they put under my skin is whenever they feel like because of degrees and things like that that they look down upon a man who's trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? It's like to me, I feel like either they look to men who they either go for the extremes when it comes to men. They don't really go for the men that's in the middle that's trying to make it. Not saying he's, but most of the ones that I know, like it's either they go for the dudes who don't want none of the bums, you know, the dudes or the fucking rare the thugs, or they want a dude who's at the top
already
you
there.
know what I'm saying? You don't really see them, not even just black women, but a lot of American women. You don't see them going for the man in the middle. The man
Like the average guy.
yeah, the man who's working, but the man who's got a job, but he's going to school to be greater. He wants to aim for the sky, but he's not there yet. You know, they go for the extremes. They go for men who's already hyper successful or dude who ain't crap. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that I don't like, and I don't like for the ones for the black women who because they got this and that, they look down on you like you're a peasant, you know what I'm saying? Like you're a roach. I don't like that either. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like, and another thing is a lot of them, they, they get older, and like we were talking about earlier, they get older and they regret their past decisions. You know what I'm saying? They made the choices they made when they were younger. Now they're praying to God to I just want a good man. You know what I'm saying? Well, back 5 years ago, that good man that you're praying for, you would have gave him a time of day. You know what I'm saying? And and they mess up on that. You know, and
but I would say though, too, you can't just say it's black women. I think that it's just I think it is, but it's just a generalization. Like some people, when they get to a certain level, like they feel like they're above everybody, but that's not everyone. You know, just like you said, it's a certain. It probably is, you know, more of the majority, but that's not all, you know, people. Because I feel like, you know, what you coming up or not, like you should still treat everyone with respect and you know, still somewhat be the same, you know, be the same person, like, because you came from the bottom or came from wherever, you haven't always been here, so it's just by the grace of God that you are here, so you should still be humble,
right?
You know,
alright, like, okay, where I come from, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Oklahoma, and I was like, what do y'all feel about black people who look down on other black people because they don't want to be stereotypes, because they want to be regular people, or because they want to be educated or sport. They call them corn and they look at people like that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, and like the hood sense.
Like, because you're not either hood or because you're not either swagged out.
Well, those are the same people that are like the lawyers to get the swagged out and the hood guys out of jail and now to help them beat those charges. You know, everybody plays a role, you know what I'm saying, in life, you know what I'm saying. You might be the guy that hooks up the phone, you know what I'm saying, the IT tech guy, you know what I'm saying. You could be the lawyer, like I said, you know what I'm saying, or you could be the police officer that busts them or whatever. You know what I'm saying. You never know how it's all gonna turn out in the end, but the geeky people and all that stuff, everybody has a part, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like chess, you know what I'm saying? You have to have pawns, you have to have all that stuff in order to make a board.
I was going to interject, y'all said a lot, sometimes men get frustrated with the race that they are trying to deal with, that they want to be with their own race, to say, for black men and black women, we have a disconnect sometimes. Well, like I said before, we're both strong creatures, so both alpha males. It's like watching the movie Hancock. The Hancock is a movie about two powerful people, and it didn't matter whether it was a man or a woman that come back, sister, brother. It's just it's like Adam and Eve. You know, you're taking care of the whole world. You know, you get the whole world on your shoulder. You are bringing kids into the world, you teaching your kids to be a certain way, and you know, things like that. But when you're in a relationship, like I said, things get thrown around, different ideas, different ways. And one thing I would say to you, you know, tangent on that, but with your thing, sometimes it might be the women you're attracted to, and you're saying this is kind of generic, but the woman that you're attracted to, maybe they like a certain thing, and then they see you giving them attention, so that's good enough to like to blah 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 blah. And so that comes with the territory. Like I said, some women will do the fencing thing, but he's got these qualities. But I think I'll have options over here anyway. I already got a dude I'm hitting. I'm not gonna just jump around. So there's already two people in the picture. It's like you might be two people. You might be single and fall in love with the first girl you see. It's not you, but someone in general. And they wondering why, how come this is not working? Why come she don't like you? Well, she might already had a backup plan, bro. And she might have not really been trying to dig you like that, but it came like that. She's not gonna tell you no because she likes you. But at the same time, she's going to try to stray away a little bit. She might want some elbow room. If she's young and she's single, those are the things that happen. If she's older and she's single, she's got even more things that she can do or as options and what she wants to do. She's going to be real, first of all. Now, if she's a black woman and she's older or she's of age, as a middle-aged woman or say 30 something, she will already have everything done in her life. She already had a kid, she already had a bill paid, hopefully she got a car, she got everything going for her, you know what I'm saying? So she's not with no BS. But if she ain't got that stuff, she just got looks. If she's young, you know what I'm saying, it's different.
Alright, so next question. What are modern age women looking for? Sugar daddies? You know what I'm saying? The ATM swipe guys?
Can you define modern?
I know this.
Yeah, define modern age or modern age women or modern day? So they got a lot of classifications out there.
I would just say in general, it's just a woman like of age, like
Coming
between
into herself.
yeah, about the age from 18 to 30, 40. You know, that's what I would say.
That's a long. That's good. That's good though. I take that.
I mean, I want to be inclusive.
Yeah, you actually
You know, 35 is like the cutoff for a baby. You know, they always talk about.
But yeah, that's what I think that age range. But I mean, it's just I think that our mindset now is, and it varies. Like the younger ones, they may want more someone that just looking for the financial aspect,
Right.
versus the one that's more of like the late 20s, early 30s plus, you know, more or less like wanting the stability, you know, like in all aspects.
Mm-hmm. Marriage and everything.
Yeah, at least for that to be a goal, anyways, you know. But I mean, yeah, and at this point, but we're just kind of not settling at this time, and we're more of, you know, putting our efforts into other things.
The best options.
Well, the options, but also just other things outside the relationship. That's not necessarily the number one goal anymore.
No.
It's more about pushing self and, you know, being a better woman, and hopefully that man can come along and match me.
Get on down.
So.
Really got ramsacked by the crackhead kitty.
I'm betting that everybody. I bet.
My thing about the modern age woman, and majority, but not most, not all, but the majority, is what I believe is that the modern age woman nowadays, they were like what, especially while they're young in the 20s, maybe like they teen, late like 18 to like early 30s. I feel like most of them, they want the dude that they're not attracted to be there for them financially and emotionally, and give them validation. Yeah, not all of them, but most of them. And I feel like the young ones, and I feel like they want to be able to sleep with the ones that they're attracted to. They want to chase the ones they're attracted to. Not all, not saying you. A lot of them, they want to chase. They want to be able to sleep with the ones. Yeah, but the ones that they're not attracted to, they want those dudes that use them as a wallet. You know what I'm saying? They want to use them as a personal wallet. They want to use those guys for validation if they need to. You know what I'm saying? So, and then whenever they get older, like I was saying a while ago, they want to be able to fall back on those dudes. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like modern women, like majority of, that's what I feel like majority of modern women. That's how they are. You know? So
I think that's a portion of it, but not for all women. That's not the whole thing. Some of them, of course, that is a thing, because when you're a certain age, like if you want someone to settle down with and not waste your time anymore, then of course that has to be a thing, right? Especially if you're coming with that. You know, you guys should be able to match each other, but also, you know, you guys may complement each other in other ways. So that's what creates the balance, you know. Mm-hmm. But it definitely has to be a thing, but love should also be a factor as well. And sometimes love is instant, sometimes love is grown over time.
Yeah, I've said a lot, but this is the thing right here.
Now,
drop the mic. I think everything that you were saying earlier was good on there, Jamel. But we also, on a tangent, we have to remember that there's a man in this situation too. So again, when I talk about people, third time, we as people, we do certain things. You know? So men have to take accountability of what they do and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to poke men. We do have a lady on the podcast and it's pretty men. So we want to try to take a little bit of accountability and just say, I'll say this. There are certain things that we do that are similar in that way. You know what I'm saying? It's just human nature. You know what I'm saying? You want the best option for you. You know what I'm saying? And it is sometimes about options, but what she was saying, what she was saying was is that there's other things in life that we have to deal with. A lot of times women are single mothers. So a lot of times if you're going to go on statistics, you're going to go single mother. So she's already got to think about the kid first. Then maybe you. You know what I'm saying? There's a joke where they say, a girl with 10 kids say, my kids come first. And then it's like, yeah, the hell they do, you come first. But anyway, the thing about it is that women have other obstacles than men do. And they have their obstacles and stuff. And we have to learn how to talk about it, communicate all that stuff. You know? So women want to do certain things and it does frustrate men sometimes. Whether it's black, white, Mexican, Chinese, you know, there's certain traditions and certain nationalities. I won't go that far down there. But, you know, this is the American person, you know what I'm saying? We all want to get down. We want somebody that we want to have relations with. You know what I'm saying? That we in that department. Men, you know how we are. Women, they want a little bit of other stuff too. I think that's kind of what.
So, would you say that men are nowadays the modern men, because back in the day men had more of a backbone, you know, to run their family, things like that. You say men are becoming a little bit more softer on their approach.
Yeah, that's a deep subject though, because it's the way the woman is moving too. Everybody moves in emotion. They go by what they see. Like the media is one thing, and TV is one thing, and the way society is moving. I'm sorry, the way society is moving.
Yeah, and
but also is the modern woman, the way she's viewing the man.
Yeah, they have more control and more power now. That's good. They should, but we should be equal. So they felt like they were stepped on the whole time. It's gonna be like.
I would just say, I wouldn't even say use the word soft. I just feel like everybody's, perspectives have changed. And I feel like everybody's more moving like they're scared or, they're avoiding trying to be hurt,
Right.
So I wouldn't say it's being soft. And I just feel like the same family values that were established back then just don't right now. Yeah. So I think it's more of that. I wouldn't say, being soft, it's just how things have changed, unfortunately,
I feel like, yeah, the masculinity, the man being the head of the household and being strong is not as dominant anymore. When it comes, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to us, like when it comes to media, when it comes in the household, when it comes to our culture, everything, socialism, they don't teach that anymore. You know, the man, like how it was in the Bible, the man is the head of household leader. What he said goes. You know what I'm saying? That it's not like that.
Not no more.
Yeah, it's not like that no more. Now it's turning into like the woman. You know what I'm saying?
The woman is the leader now.
Yeah, the woman is now the leader, and men are being bashed for being masculine and being a leader nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Right. Men are being bashed, and I feel like that's just how it is. You know, I think that's probably why the world is so out of whack right now because we're going against the natural order. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they had to be put in that man's position a lot of times, especially with the single mothers and everything like that. They had to be the mother and the man.
Yeah.
And so with that going on, you know what I'm saying? Of course, the child is gonna lose because at the beginning, like we talked, the child needs both parents. And back in the day, it had the whole village, so everybody helped raise that child. Not just one person.
4770 Sweetwater Drive. I didn't know my bad, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say on that note, I'm gonna take this shot real quick. My man shot this right here. Because I'm about to leave. Like you seen her, the GPS, the lady. I thought that was a British man that was on there, but no homo. I just like the British man because the lady gets on there. I already got Siri. I can't have two women on my phone. And I can't actually have three women on my phone. There's gonna be three women, a whole triple double. Anyway, I'm gonna take this shot for the podcast. I'm gonna leave here in a second, but I'm gonna interject on what y'all was saying real quick before I leave. I I think everything she's saying is true, and everything you're saying is true. And he also knows that people have to just get along and actually be. You have to learn someone first before you start dating them, before you start trying to have sex and all that. We know that. And if we're changing as a society, we get to know each other a little quicker than we used to. There was times where I was writing a girl a letter. I had to wait 2, 3 weeks to get the letter. You know what I mean? And there's certain things like, back in the day that we are not able to do today. We're able to date online. That's crazy. And you can find someone that can meet up with them over, a time or two. And we talk about catfishing and getting online and doing all that, but to know someone personally, you know what I'm saying? Know somebody personally in a personal level is a dang thing. Don't get and jump up and try to, we're going to have sex or we're going to do this. You don't even know that person yet. So get to know that person. If you want to marry them, have kids with them before you, do that too. But take your time, take your time. And it was a pleasure to be with y'all. I hope I shine some light on some of these subjects. Love everybody. We'll see you next time. All right, y'all go back there.
Thank God, make it to you.
Yeah. My nephew's birthday, man. Shot up and toast. You know what I'm saying?
I am still. So with the hot girl summers and everything like that, is this gonna start becoming like the norm for the females, or is this a phase? Kind of like the bell bottoms when they're bringing back the '80s retro and all that stuff.
It's the beginning.
At the beginning of the end.
Yeah, the beginning of freaking what do you call it? What do you call the end of the world? Freaking what do you call Judgment Day? Freaking
Armageddon.
Yeah, Armageddon. Beginning of Armageddon, boys. It's all in, man.
I think, it's different for every woman. Sometimes it's a short phase, sometimes it may be a little longer phase, but I feel like if that man comes along, the right man comes along, like any woman is willing to go ahead and shut that down, if he makes her feel secure, and he's ready to step into that full on role. And a lot of times that doesn't happen. And I could say it probably maybe happens on both ways, because like I said, people are scared.
What if it comes on too strong? Like he just put down the gorilla pimping ASAP, on your ass. I want the pictures. I want everything first.
That could be intimidating just because his intentions may come off wrong. So it's better
you still got a guard up from the previous maybe.
Well, not even that. It's gotta be gradual. It's gotta be a balance. You just come in like super strong. Like my experience is if it starts that way, they crash and burn super fast.
Right.
And you usually don't get anywhere. Yeah, so you gotta come in gradual but consistent. I think that's more of the thing that needs to happen, and just be honest about your intentions straight out the gate. Like
that's the key, being honest about your intentions.
Can I say something?
Yep.
This is something a little different, but if you look back in history, all the great civilizations, all the other civilizations, China, they all, what we're going through right now in America, they all went through it for their, the gender lines, the laws, the morals, the values, all the culture, all became blurred before it failed. And that's what's happening right now. So, I'm not saying America don't fail. I don't hope America fails. That's my view. What we're going through with all of our great.
Cause you see it on the news where like they got if you get an abortion or somebody gives you an abortion pill, you can go to prison now. It's a new thing. But I can see why they're doing that because the birth rates are so low. So like the next generations are going to be like even less even less.
Yeah.
Right. And so China and all the other countries, they're still populating their military. China has over probably 1 million to one of ours type shit going on. Russia got a big one.
Quarter people.
We're downsizing on it.
Like 1/3 of people in work from China. That's crazy.
They've been moving around. They in Africa like crazy.
Yeah. India, China, and India and China right now they're taking over Africa. They're taking all the resources. It's crazy.
So back to the modern age women.
Mhm.
Is there anything besides bad things we can learn? Because I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Grilla Low, you know what I'm saying? Megan Stallion, Nicki Minaj. I mean, they had their run, you know what I'm saying? They've all been pushing the feminist movement, you know what I'm saying? Female power and everything like that. But when are we gonna? I guess Nelly and Ashanti is our new love theme now. That's our new hope for love. So they the only ones that's like together and kissing and stage and stuff like that before Valentine's Day.
I mean, like I said, honestly, I think you vary from person to person. Like, you know, you just as a individual, whether it's a man or a woman, like you have to make that decision for yourself. Like, hey, I'm ready for this type of relationship, or I'm ready for this type of lifestyle, just in general. And then from there, you move accordingly. But until then, like, it's about independence.
Like, how do you know when you're ready?
I mean, you just kind of
like
feel
a flash
it.
light just pop up in your head?
No, it'll just be kind of, like gradual. I mean, you may be booming with work and kids, and then you get that feeling like something's missing. It may be holidays or your birthday. You may dang, I wish I had somebody, or whatever. And then from there, you're like, okay, well, maybe I should start, like, dating. Or a lot of times it may happen when you're not necessarily looking and ready. Someone just comes about, and then you kind of just
But you did say earlier that females go to what's familiar to them.
Mhm.
So you always go back to revisiting the past relationships.
Not necessarily, not always. I'm just saying that that's more in like a rebound.
Rebound.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do. But I'm saying, like, in my age now, like, I just know that could come with other complications. So I'm not gonna do that. But if I was to, just because of the familiarity of the person, like, you would go with that versus just trying something new. Yeah.
Getting your heart broken all over again on something new.
Well, but it's more about the rebound. You ain't really even think about a heartbreak.
So on the rebound, can a rebound end up in a marriage?
It could, but that's usually not the intent for sure. It's just for that moment. Yeah.
You feeling like hard on the holiday.
He's going to R&B style.
You got the shirt on.
Yeah, he do. He was feeling himself.
They just do me in on her, man. I'm trying to live my life.
They said that they think we should start a little dating thing for you to get you out there and get you back in the zone.
Well, I don't know how to feel about that.
Why not?
All you gotta do is walk around with a microphone. You be over there just singing.
You can't have a microphone.
No, because
I just walk up to him and be like, "So what do you think about me?"
He's like, I buy all kinds of shit.
Oh well, I think that you're weird.
I don't even know
you better pull out the belt. You better show him the belt. You better show him the belt buckle. Louis Vuitton. What was Louis Vuitton?
Burberry. I saw my Burberry.
Like, girl, how you think about this? Well, oh, hell yeah.
He's gonna tuck it in and show the little thing on. It might be a good thing for you though. You know what I'm saying? To get you out there though.
I think you should get out there, but no microphone, no showing the belt. Red flag.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't even let you talk. We should just do all the talking.
You gotta talk a little bit, but
I'm gonna wear
minimal talking.
I'm gonna wear a chain. I'm gonna be like, "You like my chain, girl?"
That's
gonna get them.
We gotta make sure you don't yawn. We gotta make sure we catch you at the peak of your hour. No pretzels, no snacks. Yeah, you gotta be able to take her out on the day.
What's wrong with me?
One shot minimal.
Cause you're gonna be more into the food than the girl.
Right? Yeah.
No.
But
we want this to be successful. We don't have to do this.
We want you to find love. The Melly Mel's love. Like Flavor love. We want you to get the Melly Mel love.
I don't look nothing like that.
No, yeah. He had 3 series of that, of women. 3 series, bro.
That's a good idea, huh? I should
See, now it's a good idea.
I should wear a clock, huh?
No. I didn't get you the wrong idea. Was he gonna get a clock with a pretzel on it? No,
Yeah, a clock with a pretzel.
Yeah, because you been fucking the pretzels up.
Man, I can walk up with flavor, please.
Like, alright, so let me ask you this. let me ask you this. Are you into black women now?
Uh, well, wait,
I mean, I had to ask him that because he likes to hang out at the African club.
She look like she ready to punch me. Don't punch me. No, I'm just saying, but
yeah, because this is modern age women. Then somehow we got on you.
We're gonna switch the band.
Yeah, we done got it all the belly bell.
No, I mean,
to your dating life and everything.
Okay, I guess I am. I guess it's just what I was exposed to. Where I'm from in Tulsa, I wasn't never exposed to any like decent black women like that. The best black woman I knew was black woman I was blood related to. You know what I'm saying? And besides that, I wasn't exposed, but I think I'm exposed to better now. In any way, like anyway in Tulsa, black women don't date regular dudes and sport dudes, until they get like 40. Like where I'm from, man, black women they like the street dudes, all of them. They either
that's everywhere though.
No, but like there it's like 99% of them. You ain't gonna you're not gonna go out in public and see a black woman with a regular dude or sport dude unless she's an older one like 40. Like what you're gonna see and you go out in and out when you see a black woman on the street dude or some flash you know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. And dudes like me, they don't treat you with respect. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is in Mount Lake. They don't like that. But here, like other places, I've seen black women who do like the red. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I guess my mentality is changing about black. But my mentality about black women is changing. I'm hoping to date black woman if I feel like she has the right mentality. But I don't want no thug. Nobody chasing the
I can't have no ratchets.
Ratchets.
Only no toolbox said members.
I don't want nobody and her baby daddy doing drive-bys and that.
No, you don't know. You don't want to be a stab victim or nothing like that.
Nah, I don't want that.
They'd be like, that's the love. They'd be like, that's the love.
I need all my blood in my body. Right? I want to keep my blood in my body.
So what are you looking for as a wife? I mean, because you have kids, you know what I'm saying? So your values, I mean, everything's gonna be different than the ones that you got there.
Yeah. I would say for me, I'm looking for someone that is ready to be consistent. I'm not necessarily like in a rush, but somebody that has marriage in their future, that has some traditional morals. I say I'm like a 50-50 split, some traditional, some modern, but more or less just, ready to be consistent and supportive and we grow together, like, at this point.
Have you met, modern men? Have you dated a modern man? The ones that don't have the traditional ways and everything? The ones that you take care of. He said, I'm
not
playing video games.
Like, no, not 100%.
The dudes and sisters and Tulsa, like, boy, they love you. They got to take care of.
That's more like, I mean, I've heard of that, but typically I think that's a woman that's insecure or that's like been cheated on, so she wants a man that's like in the house to tell nobody cheat. It's more about control.
I know.
She did the reverse role.
That's what it is. Yeah. Because really, who really wanted to totally take care of a grown person? Yeah. Period. Like,
That's a grown kid that eats more than the regular.
If I had it, I would like to take care of my wife. I would like to do my work, and she could work, but I would pay off the if she want to work, if she don't. If I have it, when I'm where I want to be in life, she can work or she don't. If she want to work, she can work. She want to get stay on mom. She don't have to. I mean, she can,
Yeah.
And so, that's what I would like to do. I would love to because my dad, my stepdad, my grandpa, I was exposed to that. They paid the bills. They took care of women that was traditional. So that's what I'm. So when I'm where I want to be, like that's what I would like to do. My son's mom, I was with her for almost 8 years. The whole 8 years she only worked 3 days. I did everything. I worked 2 jobs. I paid for everything.
But how did that relationship turn out?
She was in the right.
See, that's the point. Like you can take on all those responsibilities, but the other person, no, it could be the right thing, but the other person just has too much time on their hands. They can only do so many things before them DMs start actually ringing and be something.
I don't think she ever cheated on me. She was just spoiled by me and her parents. Her parents spoiled her whole life. They had a little money, and so she expected me. So I spoiled her, but she was ungrateful for everything. everything got done. You know what I'm saying?
Because it wasn't the same. You couldn't spoil on that magnitude.
It was just that, she just like, I guess she just suspected, she think that that's how it's supposed to be. She
So
said,
that's
oh,
thing.
I was supposed to,
Yeah,
I
you
was supposed to
do it and be
privileged.
happy to do it.
And I was supposed to feel privileged to do it, like I did everything. Only thing she did was clean. I worked 2 jobs, came home for 15. I freaking took care of
He
the
was
food.
Superman.
I did all that. All she did was clean. I paid all the bills, the rent. I did everything. You know what I'm saying? So and she didn't appreciate it. She did. So it's like, yeah, I was supposed to feel privileged to take care of it. You know what I'm saying?
So that could be like the same thing with the woman taking care of the man. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's sitting at the house playing video games, doing his own.
And she paying his phone bills. He takes her girl. He's taking her to the college. Again, yeah, I know.
It happens on both spectrums. You know what I'm saying? So I think you both have to be working towards a common goal. Like you should be working towards generational wealth. Like it should be like, let's work to this certain amount of time so we can actually enjoy life together. You know what I'm saying? Because so many times we go through life and we're in that rat race, and then before you know it, because we're all in the health field, so we all see it. Where like, before you know it, you're old, and then something happened, and now you're in a rehabilitation unit or something like that. You're almost on the downway hill. And then you didn't even get to enjoy life, but you hopefully didn't put something back so somebody else can enjoy it.
Yeah.
So you got anything else you want to add? What about you, Jamel? That's it. Well, we had a great podcast. This is the first time that we had you rock the mic. Oh, you want to talk about BYOB?
Yeah, I want to talk about be your own boss. I got certain few things that I want to talk about. And okay, so I want to talk about. I'm a part of this program called Columbia University. I'm taking up software engineering, but you can do different things like data analytics and different things. And it has 3 parts to it. It's a great thing. It's a 2-year program, which are pretty much guaranteed, as long as you try on anything, you pretty much guaranteed, a good paying job. They think it's funny, but, pretty much guaranteed. It's people, it's a lot of people who got placed in jobs like Microsoft and Google starting off making $150 to $250 an hour. So I want to talk about the first.
How much? How much was it?
$150,000 to $250,000, not an hour. 150 to 250.
Because they would have been jumping on that an hour. Oh, I'm gonna be rich in 30 hours. I done made it.
No, 150K to 250K a year. I'm sorry,
annually.
Yeah, annually. So they have this through Columbia University. It's called Justice Code. They have 3 different parts. It's got a 7-week part called the foundation, where you're building and learning different things, like they're building blocks of skills of like you're learning like Microsoft Office, Google Office, how to do things like that. And then you have Tech Pathway, where they teach you how to be a junior software engineer, data analyst, and different things like that. And so they teach you computer science and algorithms and things like that. And then you got the last part, which is a 32-week program, where they get you ready to become an actual software engineer, data analyst. They teach you different programming languages like Python, GitHub, Flash, HTML, CSS. You're learning different data structures and advanced algorithms, technical, and then they teach you how to do interviews. You can get an interview at places like Disney, Google, Netflix, Microsoft. There's people that actually got jobs that don't have no other degree. This is a 2-year program, and they also have felonies. Some people even have felonies, no degree in felony. They do this 2-year program, and now they work for one of the biggest companies in the world, making 150 to 250K a year.
And it's free.
It's free. It's a free program. It's a free program. Just go, just message them, look up, Justice Through Code and email them and see if you can get in. They pretty much just said to me, like, you'll probably in the program within a month, 2 months. And then I want to tell you about another thing, careerist, right? This is another thing I want to touch on. You can become a sales engineer, which is really cool to me. I love it. It is what you're pretty much doing essentially as a sales engineer is if one company come to you with a problem, and what you do is you look at the things that your company, your business offers and see what's the best thing that you can offer them for what they want. Let's say if you work for Zoom and they want certain things, and you can see what Zoom offers them that fit what they need, you know, and then you can become a menu QA, which is a quality assurance, which is a pretty much a software tester. You do different things to test software for different companies. And I think these are pretty cool things if y'all want to.
This is all with the same people?
No, this is for careers. Right?
Careers,
this is a whole different. It's a whole different thing. Yeah, this one is not new.
So they probably would have thought that was all part of the same thing.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I meant to say careers. But I think sales engineering is a really, really cool thing. That's something I would like to do. Is sales engineer. And you have a company called Coursera teaching you how to code Python. It's the number one most used company programming language, and it's the first language you can use. And it teaches anyone how to learn for free, and it makes it easy for anyone to learn. You go to the website called Coursera, you look up Python for everybody, and it's really, really cool. It's really, really cool. Somebody that wants to learn how to code and make some money, you can do Python for everybody. And the last one I'll touch on is called, or this website, this company is called Course Creator, and it can teach you tech sales. Tech sales, you make from 55K to 250K a year. You have a base salary, and you have a set commission that you're trying to hit, and you can become an account executive and different things within a year. You become a CEO doing these type of things, and it's one of the only 9 to 5 jobs that you can actually get 7 figures a year if you become good enough selling software. You can sell hardware, but essentially you're selling software to different companies. For let's say like Point Click Care, you know, with being a CNA, you know, you let's say you work with Point Click Care. What you're doing is you're trying to sell that Point Click Care, that software to different nursing homes that's doing something else. And if you sell enough, you can make the over a million. Yeah, commission all your money together could be over $1 million a year. You know what I'm saying? And then you have data analytics, like I said. Yeah, the tech says you can make up from 55. The average is 55K to 250K, or you can make 7 figures if you get and then data analytics pretty much the average is 75K. And you can I want to touch on one more thing that it don't have nothing to do with tech. It's another thing which is called freight dispatch. I was speaking to someone about, and pretty much with freight dispatch, you can people that drive big diesels or even drive little box trucks. People who begin to just start, you can begin to become their dispatcher and they give you a percentage. The sky's the limit of how much you make. When they first start out, you find their loads for them. And a load might be $2,000, and you charge them 10%, so they do make it $300. Look into that too. That's a good way how to make a business, making sky the limit how much money you can make. And I just wanted to give y'all that information.
So what new have you been with your business?
So I am planning to launch a lingerie line called Forbidden Pleasures, and I'm in just the very early stages of it, just trying to figure out. Yeah,
So you're about to launch it?
Yes, I'm working on launching. Like my goal is to launch the first day of summer. So I'm in the early stages of like the web design, getting my models together, merchandise, just a whole lot of things. Yeah, I'm excited about it, a little nervous, but I feel like it's gonna be good. So just trying to stay consistent.
Okay. Hopefully we can keep you in Oklahoma. You don't get Atlanta or somewhere like that. The hoochie mamas and the hoochie mama daddies taking over your merchandise.
Well, hopefully I could be here and just sell to everybody online.
Yeah.
You know, online and in person here, like both ways. So
you have stuff in it.
The hoochie daddy.
I
mean, have the hoochie daddies lined up.
So for men, it'll just be more of like couple things, like more of the toys and all of that. Like not necessarily. I haven't necessarily thought about men's wear, but maybe like maybe some edible underwear. Or something.
You gonna be on some freaky stuff.
I mean, forbidden, of course. Lace, leather, bondage, all that stuff.
Mom, what?
Bondage.
Bondage? Oh, I ain't never had that. No, I ain't been on that island either.
Y'all just start looking.
Yeah. Been right here podcasting. Well, me, I've been, I always keep like 2-3 jobs. So I started the phase of phlebotomy. Then I started Monday going to phlebotomy school. And I already got on with a job with a plasma company. And they got a bunch of Optimal Plasma. They had a bunch of key, a lot of good value to them. Like, once when you become, you don't even have to go to phlebotomy school to start the job. They'll train you and everything like that. But you want to have the certification. That's the reason why I'm going to phlebotomy school, so I get the certification. I'll be able to go to 47 states except for 3. And that's California, New York, and some other one. But you have to take these tests in order to be certified in their state because they want you to take their test. But you can also do travel. You can be a travel phlebotomist with them as long as you learn everything. You can travel to other sites, their sites, for them, pay gas, pay food, and everything like that. And then they told me also like 6 months you can make over $20 an hour. You know what I'm saying? That's just starting out from the ground up. Now if you're an RN or EMT or in the higher up in the medical field, you go get top paid over there and you get like 5 or 10%. And they got a good 401k too. They matching 6%. So I'm pretty excited about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm glad that we're all like headed in the right direction. We all went through the breakup phase and everything that we talked about. You know what I'm saying? Now we're all in the living phase, I would say now, right? We're gonna get Jamel a hot date, possibly a wife. You know what I'm saying?
You know I ain't.
They're not too fast, though.
Yeah. We're gonna take it slow. Let them get a couple more shirts, get them feeling themselves. They're gonna be sure.
What couple more shirts?
What's shopping favorite? Nothing's wrong with your shirt. You was feeling yourself today. That's all we was saying. That's the first time we seen you feeling yourself.
You think it look nice?
I think it looks nice. Yeah.
You did too when you put it on. You came right in here and set yourself right in there. Yeah. He was on it. I need to show my belt buckle. Well, this is Mr. 45 Peanut with my favorite host.
I'm Shayla, everybody.
And then my other one.
Jamel.
And we hope that you enjoyed yourself in this podcast. And we hope to see you again. All the new subscribers, we're glad to have you. And we hope to continue to bring you new content and stay consistent. And we out.
Y'all come back here now, you hear?